Hey there! Wow, it's so nice to be back, especially since I have great news. So for those of you who this is their first video, if this is your first video, I'll introduce you to my channel and tell you that this is actually day 3 of a 30-day challenge, which is pretty amazing. And yesterday I discussed recognizing the point where you're at right now and where you want to go. And I kind of went through and explained where I'm at. And what I realized was that in most areas I was between a 7 and a 9, which is good because that means I keep raising my bar, and what used to be a 9 becomes a 7, and now I have a new 9, a new 10. What I realized though was with health, I had a really hard time the last while being where I want to be. The beginning of this year, the first half a year or even more, I was doing amazing. I had a morning routine, I had a nightly routine, and then it all kind of went up in flames after a little incident. And I kind of kept saying I'm going to get back to it, but it just wasn't happening. And yesterday, after openly talking about it, something shifted, and today I woke up at 5 the way I like to. And I did my morning routine, and it feels amazing. I'm a little exhausted because my body's not quite used to it, but it feels amazing. And the reason I wanted to bring it to your attention is because as soon as you start if you do the homework for real, as soon as you do it, it will start to work in your favor if you do it right. If you do it with love and compassion rather than beating yourself down. And that's actually something I'm going to talk about at a later session a little bit more, but I wanted to bring that to your attention, and then I wanted to go right in. I want to go right in to why we do it. Because recognizing why you do it will make it a lot easier for you to do what you need to do. It will make it easier for you to go through the 30 days or whatever you need to do to get you from point A to point B. Point A being where you are right now, point B being the place you want to go. So, this is what I like to call the 7 levels deep. And it's pretty intense. I first did it around, I would say, 7-8 months ago. My life was going pretty good. I had morning routines, nightly routines. I pretty much got my life in order the way I wanted it, or at least more than I ever thought I could. And I felt this urge. I felt like I was called for more, and I had no idea why. Did you ever feel like you were called for more? Like when you think back to your childhood or your hardships, have you ever felt like, wait, like I'm supposed to be doing so much more? And I know you have, because you're watching this, and you wouldn't be if you didn't, because you can watch TV, you can be busy with other stuff, you don't need to. But you're here, and you're here tells me that you want more for yourself, and you feel like you were called for more. Now, I felt that way, and I came across the 7 levels deep, and it really changed my life. Because as far as I would go with my goals and where I thought I needed to go, I would always come across this moment where I just kind of said, ugh, it's too much for me. I can't do it. And what we need to create is such an unstoppable conviction inside of you, inside of us, so that there is no such thing as stopping, because the reason why you're doing it is that strong. So to explain it better, the 7 levels deep is really just questioning every reason why it's so important for you to do what you're doing. So, for example, when I did it, I don't remember all my answers, but I can start and I can explain to you where I went. I said, why is it so important for me to be successful, in my plan? And I said, my first answer was because based off of where I come from, I need to give myself a better chance at this world. And then I went to the second answer. So why is it that important for you to give yourself a better chance in this world? The 7 levels deep basically question your last answer to get you out of your head and get you into your real heart, into your real soul. So why is it that important for you? And I explained that after all the things I had gone through, I wanted to save that little girl that went through all of it and give her a better life. And then on to the 3rd level. So why is it important that you give her a better life? And my answer was because she never gave up on me. And I promised I would give her everything she deserved. So it kind of sometimes will go around in a little bit of a circle, but in around level 4, when I did this with someone and she actually asked me this, so why is it important for you to give her a better life? Because she never gave up on you. Why is it that important for you? That's when I broke down. That's when I stopped answering with my head and it started to go to my heart. And I started to really feel it. And I don't remember the exact answers I got for the next 3-4 answers. But through level 5 and 6, I started to realize that this was really about saving that little girl, giving my future children a better life. But most of all, and that was answer number 7, was because I wanted freedom. I had felt like I was captive for so long. I felt like there was no way out for years. I felt like I had drowned. And for some reason I was fighting all along for no apparent reason because there was no hope. And yet somewhere deep inside I fought for freedom. And now that I'm finally able to give it to myself, that is why I do what I do. Because of the freedom I deserve and want. And not just for me. The freedom I want to give you, my kids, everyone. And that's how I got my why. I went 7 levels deep until I got it. Now, sorry, I thought it was going to be easier. That's my first time really sharing that experience to so many people. And I'm only doing it because of what I promised. I want to give you freedom. Then I have to show you the steps I've been taking. And that's why I do this. And that's why I'm brave enough every time, even when it's scary. Because my why, the reason why I do this is that strong. And the pain that I went through, it only fuels me. And when it's hard and I feel trapped right now, I need it even more than ever. So my why gets stronger. Everything fuels my urge to keep going. Now I want to urge you to do this homework, to really do it. To find out why. Why do you feel it that important to be successful? And we already know based off of yesterday's homework where you want to go. So why is it important for you to go there? And if you didn't do that, fine. Why is it important for you to be successful, whatever that means for you? Even if you don't have that all very clear. Why? And do all 7 levels, even if it feels like you're going in a circle. Somewhere around level 3 or 4, and I've done this with many people, that's when it starts to break. And that's when it goes out of the head and into the heart, into the place where you need it to go. The place that's endless. The place that will make it easier through every hardship to stay true to where you're gonna go and where you're headed. All right. Who's ready to get a strong enough why so that it kind of looks like easy going forward? Let's do it. All right. Have an amazing day.